Aquarius. What if I told you that everything you've lived through, every heartbreak, every delay, every quiet night you spent wondering, why me, was never punishment? It was preparation. And today, that preparation finally meets its moment. 1. The hidden preparation. You never saw Aquarius. Let's go back. Not to blame the past, but to finally understand it. Think about the last few years. Think about the doors that closed right when you thought they'd open. Think about the people who left. The plans that fell apart. The version of your life you thought you were supposed to be living by now. It hurt. It still might hurt a little, even as you hear this. But I need you to consider something you may have never let yourself believe. None of that was the universe abandoning you. It was the universe protecting you from a life that was never meant to be yours. You are ruled by Uranus, the planet of awakening, disruption, and revolutionary change. Your soul doesn't grow in comfort, it grows in upheaval. So when your life felt like it was being rearranged without your permission, that wasn't chaos for the sake of chaos. That was your inner architecture being rebuilt, piece by piece, so that something greater could stand on solid ground. Every disappointment you carried was quietly doing something you couldn't see. It was stripping away the illusions. It was teaching you who actually deserves a seat at your table. It was softening the parts of you that had grown too guarded, while strengthening the parts of you that had grown too soft. This is the paradox of Aquarius. You are simultaneously the most detached sign of the Zodiac and the most quietly emotional. You feel everything. You just learned not to show it. And that emotional healing you've been doing, sometimes silently, sometimes at 3 a.m. when no one else was awake, that wasn't wasted time. That was the universe teaching you how to hold your own heart, so that when this next chapter arrived, you wouldn't need anyone else to hold it for you. Think about the endings you've grieved. A relationship, a friendship, a job, a version of yourself you used to be. Each one felt like a loss. But I want you to reconsider them now. With new eyes, what if each ending was actually a clearing? What if the universe was quietly making space? Space you couldn't yet imagine needing, for a future you couldn't yet imagine having. You are not the same person who went through those things. You know that already, don't you? You feel it in the way you respond to things now instead of react. You feel it in the boundaries you're finally able to hold. You feel it in the quiet, unshakable knowing that you survived what once felt unsurvivable. That knowing, that quiet strength, is not an accident. It is the direct result of everything you've endured. And it is the exact thing you will need for what's coming. Because here's what I haven't told you yet. While you were healing, while you were rebuilding, while you were simply trying to get through the day, something else was happening at the same time. Somewhere you couldn't see. The universe wasn't just clearing space in your life. It was actively assembling something on the other side of it. Something with your name on it. And Aquarius, the signs that it's arriving have already begun. 2. The signs that this moment has finally arrived. Have you noticed it yet? That strange, electric feeling, like something is shifting just beneath the surface of your everyday life. Maybe it started with the numbers. 11:11 on the clock. 222 on a receipt. 444 on a license plate you passed without meaning to look. You've told yourself it's coincidence, but deep down, some part of you knows it isn't. Numbers like these are not decoration. They are the universe's own language, speaking directly to the parts of you that logic can't reach. Maybe it's your dreams. Lately they've felt different, sharper, stranger, more emotionally charged. Maybe you've dreamed of water, of flying, of people from your past appearing without explanation. Your subconscious mind is processing something your waking mind hasn't caught up to yet. It's preparing you. It's rehearsing the version of you that's about to step forward. Maybe you felt it in your body. A strange restlessness, or the opposite. A stillness so deep it almost frightened you. A calm you didn't expect. A moment where, for no clear reason, You simply felt okay. That peace wasn't random either. That was your nervous system finally exhaling after years of bracing for the next blow. That peace is the sound of your soul saying, "It's safe now. You can begin." Maybe someone unexpected has re-entered your life, or someone brand new has appeared out of nowhere, saying the exact words you needed to hear at the exact moment you needed to hear them. That is not coincidence, Aquarius. That is synchronicity, the universe's fingerprints on your life, proof that you are being guided, even when you can't see the whole map. And maybe, most powerfully of all, you felt a sudden clarity about something you've been confused about for months. A decision that finally feels obvious. A truth about a person or a situation that suddenly, undeniably makes sense. That clarity isn't luck. That is your intuition, your Aquarian gift, the very thing that makes you different from every other sign. Finally being able to speak louder than your fear. All of these signs together mean one thing. A major chapter of your life is beginning. Not next year, not someday. Now, this is the moment the preparation was for. But signs alone don't change a life. What changes a life is what you choose to do next. Because right now, Aquarius, a door is opening, and I need you to see exactly what's on the other side of it. 3. The door, the universe is opening, Aquarius. Close your eyes for a moment, even just in your mind, and imagine the life you've quietly hoped for, but were almost afraid to say out loud. That life is closer than you think. In love, something is shifting. If you're single, this is a season where connection can arrive in a way that feels different from anything before. Not chaotic, not confusing, but strangely calm, strangely certain. If you're already with someone, this is a moment for deeper honesty, deeper intimacy, a chance to let someone see the parts of you that you usually protect. Love, for you, has never been about grand gestures. It's about being truly known. And right now, the universe is creating the conditions for exactly that kind of knowing. In your career and purpose, doors are opening that may look, at first, like small opportunities, a conversation, an idea, an unexpected message. Don't underestimate them. Aquarius, your path rarely arrives as a straight line. It arrives sideways through unconventional means, through people and ideas that don't fit the mold. That's exactly why it's easy to miss. Pay attention to what feels different, even slightly. That difference is the door. In your finances, there is room now for a shift you may not have believed was possible a year ago. Not because of luck, but because you have finally cleared enough internal resistance to let abundance move toward you instead of around you. Scarcity was never really about money. It was about what you believed you deserved. And that belief is changing. In your creativity and self-expression, something in you is asking to be seen, an idea you've been sitting on, a truth you've been afraid to share, a version of yourself you've kept hidden because you weren't sure the world was ready for it. Aquarius, the world doesn't need you to shrink. It needs your originality. That's what you were built for. And in your spiritual growth, you are being invited into a deeper relationship with your own intuition, the quiet voice inside you that has never once lied to you, even when you didn't listen to it. Here's the truth you need to hold on to through all of this. Fear will try to talk you out of every single one of these openings. Fear will tell you it's too good to be true. Fear will tell you to wait, to overthink, to play small just in case. But Aquarius, timing has always been working in your favor, even during the years it didn't feel like it, especially during those years. The door is open, but a door being open means nothing if you don't walk through it. So let's talk about exactly what you need to do starting right now. 4. What Aquarius must do right now. This is the part where everything becomes real, Aquarius, because insight without action changes nothing. The first thing you must do is release fear, not pretend it isn't there, but stop letting it drive. Fear has kept you safe for a long time. It has also kept you small. You can thank it for its protection and still choose not to let it make your decisions anymore. Say quietly to yourself, I release what no longer protects me. I welcome what is here to grow me. The second thing is to embrace change instead of resisting it. You already know how to do this. It's written into your ruling planet. But knowing and doing are different things. When something shifts unexpectedly in the coming days, resist the urge to control it. Let it move. Let it surprise you. Change is not happening to you. It's happening for you. The third thing is to trust divine timing even when it doesn't match your timeline. You wanted certain things to happen already. They didn't, not because you weren't worthy, but because the version of you who receives them wasn't finished forming yet. She is now. He is now. You are now. The fourth thing is to protect your energy fiercely. Not every person, every conversation, every obligation deserves access to you right now. You are entering a more sensitive, more open season, and that openness is sacred. Guard it the way you'd guard something you love. The fifth thing is to listen to your intuition before you listen to logic. Your mind will try to talk you out of what your gut already knows. In moments of decision this week, notice which voice arrives first, quiet and certain, before the noise of overthinking drowns it out. That quiet voice is the one to trust. The sixth thing is gratitude, not as a performance but as a practice. Say thank you for what already exists in your life, even the imperfect parts. Gratitude doesn't deny your struggle. It simply tells the universe you're paying attention, and attention is what invites more good to arrive. And the seventh thing, Aquarius, is courage. Not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act anyway. Send the message. Say the truth. Make the change. Take the first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. Repeat this to yourself right now wherever you are. I am ready. I am worthy. I trust what is unfolding, even when I cannot yet see it clearly. You've done the inner work. Now it's time to let your outer life catch up to it. 5. Your next chapter begins today, Aquarius. I want you to really sit with this. Nothing about your journey has been random. Not the heartbreak, not the waiting, not the nights you doubted yourself, not the years that felt like they were going nowhere. Every single piece of it was quietly, patiently building the person who is capable of receiving what's coming now. You were never behind. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared, carefully, intentionally, for a chapter that required exactly the strength, the wisdom, and the openness you now carry. This is not a small shift. This is a season. A new beginning that doesn't erase your past but honors it. Because without every step that came before, you wouldn't recognize this moment for what it is. A beginning. You don't need to have it all figured out today. You don't need every answer, every plan, every guarantee. All you need is the willingness to take the next step and trust that the ground will meet you. So hear this, Aquarius, and let it settle into your bones. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly on time. The universe has been preparing this moment for you for longer than you know, and today it finally arrives. Say it with me, even if only in your heart. I am ready for what is coming. I trust the timing of my life. Thank you, truly, for spending this time with me and for trusting this message enough to stay until the very end. That means more than you know. If something in this video spoke to you, if you felt even for a moment that this was written just for you, I want you to comment, I am ready, below. Let this be your declaration. Let this be the moment you marked as the beginning. If this reading resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. And if you know another Aquarius who needs to hear this today, someone who's been quietly waiting, quietly healing, quietly hoping, send this to them. They may need it more than you realize. Until next time, Aquarius, may you walk gently into this new chapter, trusting every step, trusting yourself, trusting the timing of your life. The universe has been preparing this moment for you. Go and meet it.